Welcome everybody to Bugbears and Brews. My name's Brian, and today we're doing the first episode Zero Session character announcement type deal for our Tomb of Annihilation campaign. We're running with 6 players this time. Sadly, Lee couldn't make it. He's playing Tomb of Annihilation with another one of our buddies, and didn't want to get the story mixed up and that kind of stuff there, and didn't want spoilers in one one campaign to another. So. I will go through the characters. No particular way I like them or not. I just put them in alphabetical order based on the character name, not the player name. So starting off as Barlow Weasel Teats, who is played by Mark, and he's a rock gnome wizard, and he's planning on going the evocation route. So Barlow, he's an astute seeker of knowledge, loves libraries, loves archaeology, and kind of has this gotta catch 'em all type feeling when it comes to spells. He wants all the spells in his spell book that he can get. He's recently discovered his love of battle magic, and he's going to Chalt due to he struck a deal with Syndra, the main PC for starting the quest there. Said, hey, I know you guys got all sorts of this hidden knowledge and all these limited access libraries. You get me into those, and I'll go to Chalt for you. So that's the deal that they struck up there. Next up on the list is Fitz, played by Tim. Fitz is a human cleric of war, and Fitz is an older gentleman. Gruff, older. He's a former butcher by trade, and he seems to have a little bit of a crush on Syndra. And he's not really going to Chult for reasons known to the group. He's going, but he doesn't seem happy that he's going. So we're going to leave that as a mystery of why he's actually going, besides the fact that, he's kind of got a little bit of a crush on Syndra, so maybe that's why. Next up is Carr McDoom, who is played by Aaron. Carr is a Triton sorcerer, and even though with a name like McDoom, which just doesn't sound like a normal Triton last name, comes from his great-grandfather. Let me see the notes. Yeah, great-grandfather was a Northman sailor and fell in love with a great-grandmother, and who was a kelp farmer, and from there, crossbreed babies were born. So his Triton tribe lives on the bottom of the sea out by Chalt, and a mysterious bottle floated down into the tribe one day, and ever since that bottle appeared, it's been a real hellhole down for the tribe. People just getting all sorts of flustered and angsty and getting mad with each other. Everybody wants to use the bottle, even though nobody's actually opened up the bottle yet. And kind of going for a gods must be crazy theme there. And he's going to Chalt to try to find out who the hell this bottle belongs to. Next up, Leorin Eldon, who is played by Jose. And this is a masked, even though we all kind of know it's an ASMR paladin. Young gentleman, noble, 21 years or so of age, really peppy, really perky, positive attitude kind of guy. But he doesn't understand that his family is in some shady dealings. So he's like, oh yeah, my family has all these great connections. But realistically, his noble family's kind of got like some mob ties to it, to like the Zent and whatnot. And he's going to Chalt, from what I understood, to impress a girl. I could be wrong on that, but that's kind of what I was picking up during the conversation with Syndra. And then down next is Nyvar Elvenvel, played by Don. And Nyvar is a high elf wizard who plans to go Blade Singer. And this is the other part of the Vander coin here. So this is actually Vander's, I think, younger brother. And so Nyvar doesn't have the same temper issues as Vander, but he knows he's a pompous, pampered noble. He's definitely no nonsense noble, but he's a bit softer than Vander, at least from the initial session that we had there. So I believe that's going to play pretty nicely there. And he has left his tutelage at the Blade Singer Academy Learning Institute of Neverwinter. I don't know which you gave it a name there. He left it without permission from his family or word to his family, and is off to Chult to try to figure out this death curse, because his father was resurrected at one point, and it seems to be suffering from the death curse. So, unbeknownst to his family, he's like, deuces, school, I'm going to go check out and see what's going on, see if we can save Pops. Last but not least is Sai, played by Anthony, who is a Wood Elf monk, and I believe he's going to go Way of Shadows based on the name of the school there. He belongs to the Order of the Dark Moon, and he was taken in by the Order of the Dark Moon when his village was raided and pretty much decimated. They kept a couple kids alive. Not the Order, but the raiders left a couple kids alive there, and Sai was one of them. Took him in. So he grew up in the monastery with a couple of his buddies. However, during the past couple weeks here, one of his buddies actually wound up killing the master. I apologize. This is my phone. I'm going to just put that on mute there for a second. So one of his buddies wound up actually killing the master and ran off supposedly to Chult. And so he is, Sai is going off to Chult to see if he can go ahead and find his master's killer, and then also hopefully revive or return his master's soul. That way he can continue on his training. So those are the characters we have. Balance. I give no shits about balance. I kind of adjust the party that way nobody's playing things that they don't want to play. Do we have a dedicated healer? No, but we'll get around fine just without that there. We have some decent magic going on. Lots of, let's see here, two wizards and a sorcerer, and then we have a paladin, a cleric, monk. I'm forgetting somebody there. Oh, well. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, I named everybody. Yeah, so that's everybody that's going. Really looking forward to this. The first encounter session, whatever you want to call it, went really well. I think the players played really well off of each other. People are just kind of finding their groove with their characters. But Don's already stepping into it pretty good. Aaron, I apologize to you, but I kind of played off Carr is a backwater hickey type of dude initially there. You don't have to stick with that shtick. I know you kind of did it a little bit there to start with, but don't feel like I shoehorned you in that. The reason because Aaron came in partway through the session due to some real life conflicts there. I think everybody's going to do good. I'm seeing Anthony, you seem like you're going to be a little bit more role play this time around too. You're getting a little bit more comfortable, I think. So really excited to see how everybody does these new characters. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.